ago, I approached the church by making a right turn on Jordan Avenue from Sherman Way. Most days I would pass a disheveled homeless man sleeping on the sidewalk on Jordan Avenue. He had a full beard and long hair that didn't look like it had been washed in months. I wondered and worried about him. Did he actually live on the street? Where did he find food? What did he think as people walked by him, ignoring him? This man's plight plagued me. I was afraid to speak to him, yet I was so curious and concerned. I wanted to find out more about him and to help him in some way. Time passed. I continued to attend Emerson. Eventually, I stopped seeing the man sleeping on the sidewalk. I felt disturbed and distressed. What became of him and other homeless people like him? In spite of my curiosity and good intentions, I did nothing. Years went by. I had retired from my job with Kaiser Permanente, and I was looking for volunteer work that was useful and fulfilling. It seemed logical to me to find an agency that helped the poor and homeless of the San Fernando Valley. So 5 years ago, I began volunteering at the Burbank Temporary Aid Center, an agency that provides a variety of services to the poor and homeless folks of Burbank. At first, I was afraid. Some of the folks who walked in the door looked like the man sleeping on the street in Canoga Park. They carried all their belongings in plastic bags or large gym bags. They wore clothes that were torn and dirty. Some had not bathed in quite a long time. However, my job was to interview these folks, finding out why they were on the streets and where they had spent the night. I had to ask them probing and sometimes embarrassing questions. Of course, I asked the questions with care and respect for the people who were seeking aid. I tried to provide a sympathetic ear as well as the services they so desperately needed. My work at the agency was eye-opening. Most of the homeless folks had gotten into their situation through a cascade of traumatic events: illness, death of a family member, job loss, alcohol or drug abuse, or poorly managed mental illness. What struck me, though, was how very human they were. Some folks reminded me of members of my own family. The clients were very much like me and my family, except that they didn't have a safety net to save them when trouble erupted. I noticed a shift in my thinking. I had a changed image of homeless people and a changed image of myself. I saw many of these folks week after week. They came to the center for food, clothing, showers, laundry facilities, bus tokens, and to pick up their mail. I got to learn about their lives and their concerns. Sometimes we even joked with one another. I saw some of my clients in and around Burbank, and we chatted. They were and are real people, just trying to survive from day to day. I always welcomed them as they came to the center because I really wanted to see them and to reach out with some help. I received far more than I gave. What does this all mean? Well, I feel that I'm living my UU principles by respecting the worth and dignity of every human being. More than that, however, is that I feel useful and needed. In my own small way as a volunteer, I've been making a positive change in the lives of a few very important people, not the rich and famous, but the poor and homeless. Every day I volunteered, I felt good, knowing that I was helping to create change, one person at a time.